In June 2023, the city of River Falls passed an unconstitutional, overly broad, and discriminatory public camping ordinance. It was an anti-homeless ordinance. Most homeless people in River Falls scattered and left town before it went into effect. Me and my partner stayed so we could challenge it in court. We saw it as an opportunity to take a personal risk others were unable to take for the good of the community. We went to city council meetings regularly during the summer of 2023, mostly to support friends who wanted to say something about the anti-homeless ordinance during public comment. There was one meeting where we both spoke. We got a write-up in the Pierce County Journal. That was cool, but overall, it was pretty ineffective. We were ignored and cut off just like everyone else that had something critical to say. I kept working different angles in my head. The trouble with the public comment I'd made was that I did it in good faith. I was genuine, rational, reasonable. In other words, easy to ignore. Most of the ideas that I came up with were to amuse myself and vent some of the frustration. I had an open case against these people and couldn't actually be inflammatory. But humor was part of all of the subsequent angles I entertained, in addition to the only other way I found to get their attention and have an impact at all on local government policy and the shitty way they use cops to harass and intimidate homeless people into leaving town. And that's been putting them on blast on social media in the local Facebook groups and telling the public exactly what's happening. And the idea would have been to take advantage of the meetings being live streamed on YouTube and coming up with something outrageous and entertaining in hopes that clips could go micro-viral, and hopefully the scrutiny would get them to do the right thing. I don't know. I didn't do it. I kept my mouth shut. If I was going to take the risk of compromising my case, it had to be worth it, and it never was. So here's 2 public comments I came up with but didn't read at the city council meetings. Here's the first one. I just wanted to make a quick comment. There's some people who never get the recognition for all the good work that they do for the city and residents of River Falls. The first is Alderperson Caro for his statement at the last council meeting. It was time someone finally took a stand and defended the honor, reputation, and good name of our police officers, our city council, their administrative staff, our religious community, our nonprofits, our business community. Because, anyone can live stream someone in a position of authority caught up in the moment, maybe saying some things they shouldn't to make someone do what they want them to do. Here, I'll put it to you like this. Don't say, I think I'd really like to buy one of those sausages you're selling. It's exactly the kind I like. It's not spicy. It has the right color and look, with just the right amount of implied prestige. It's not kosher or halal, and that's very important to me because I don't support terrorism. And those sausages respect me and my culture and our way of life. It's exactly the one for me. And then you pay for your Blutschand sausage with the extra $1.50 for the Rassenschand roll. And then, like a distracted child suddenly remembering where they are, say, oh, hey, can you show me the factory? Because, what if OSHA regulations aren't being followed and the 14-year-olds or the migrant workers are getting hurt or their paychecks are getting skimmed too much, and it's sad. River Falls is a little like the sausage that you already paid for and you know you'll love. The factory is a place you must never go. It is very cruel and distressing. The people who find themselves there know it's where they need to be, and I'm sure they're grateful for the opportunity and wouldn't appreciate people getting into their business. Enjoy your fucking sausage. When I watched the live stream of the first reading of the no camping ordinance at the city council meeting on May 23rd, 2023, I thought, this is great. Finally, a way to stick it to those freeloading out-of-towners coming to our town to recreate. Or college kids having bonfires by the Kinnickinnick, drinking beers and playing music on their Bluetooth speakers. Or content creator Becky parking her minivan in Heritage Park to make a vlog, snap some selfies at the iconic spots around town before asking us to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell before climbing into the back of her van to get a few hours of sleep before getting back on the road. Think again, Becky. Let's see how perky you look getting the knock, then slapped with a $120 fine and the old move along. Maybe some suckers down the road will let you park and get some rest, but not here. Or that cousin Eddie from Nevada coming in his RV to stay with that family down the street for half the summer. Cousin Eddie needs to get his life together. Come to find out, my little nephew's teacher has some things she found very concerning. I guess someone's been teaching him that he needs to neg the girls in his class so they know he's alpha. He called his teacher Brokey and even said, yeah, pre-algebra, whatever. Teach us about dropshipping, running crypto scams, getting bitches, something we could use. I don't know who else he would have picked that up from. Cousin Eddie is a blight and a corrupting influence on this town. He needs to get his life together and go someplace else. As I watched the discussion among the city council about the no camping ordinance, I thought, these folks get it. River Falls for River Fallsians. Between sundown and sunup in these lands, if you're parked or camping, no good can come from it. Finally, our citizen warriors, that's what I call the police, can go to those kids by the river and give them all fines, bust up their tents and say, you may not have committed a crime, but that beer, those djembes, that Bluetooth speaker, that Jeep, and the contents of your wallet may have been used in committing a crime, or may have been purchased with the profit of crimes. It'll be a civil matter. You're free to sue us to get your stuff back. And the kids will cry, but that's stealing. No, bud. This is Wisconsin. That's civil asset forfeiture, and your out-of-state license plate might as well be signs just pointing me to the ATM. And it's like alderperson Jeff Bjork, or as I like to call him, Big Time Sensuality because of the Bjork song, his last name happens to be Bjork, said. This isn't an anti-homeless ordinance at all. It's to attack freeloading recreators who think they can have a good time here without getting the knock, and an unpleasant once-over by the RFPD. They all said it. This isn't about criminalizing homelessness. In fact, they love homeless people, and the River Falls Police have only ever been kind and loving towards people experiencing homelessness. So, what gives? It's been a couple of months since the ordinance passed. Only 4 citations have been given out for violating it. All were homeless. One was black. Twice. I feel racist just knowing about it. Joel Foster, who founded our town in 1848, must be rolling in his grave. He may have owned slaves, even in Wisconsin where slavery was illegal. He may have squatted on land that was in the process of being stolen from the native peoples who lived here for over 14,000 years. But when he first came here, he was homeless and spent his first winter here living outside. He knew what it was to be homeless, the wrong color, and far from home and your people. Shame on you, City of River Falls, for your racist and anti-homeless laws. Now this is all anyone will ever know of River Falls.